Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. I am Rahela Ferdousee, Assistant Teacher, English, Day Shift. My dear students, I hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Alhamdulillah, we are fine. Today, I am going to have a class with the students of class 7. Our today's subject is Agriculture Studies. Today, we will read chapter 3, lesson 1 to 3. Our today's lecture number is 12 and SW number 9. You will do SW MCQ. SW number 9. Make 5 MCQ from lesson 1 to 3. Make 5 MCQ from lesson 1 to 3. Okay. Now come to our chapter 3. Agricultural inputs. Our today's chapter is agricultural inputs. In the previous class, it was mentioned that soil provides physical support to the plants and nutrients as well. What is the role of fertilizer? It supplements nutrition for the plants. In case of animals, carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and mineral salts are the sources of nutrients. For cultured fishes and domestic animals, the food supplements called feeds are important to have the expected production. Similarly, amending soil with organic manure improves the productivity of the soil. So, it is important to know about the production process and use of organic manure. See, here are some manures like urea fertilizer, fish meal, powdered snail waste. Now, at the end of this chapter, we will be able to explain the importance of animal and plant nutrition, describe the procedure of production of supplementary feeds for fishes and domestic animals, describe production process of organic manures using easy available organic wastes like homestead waters, describe the methods of the use of organic manure. Okay, here homestead wastes. Now, lesson 1, elements of plant nutrition. Plants draw some elements from soil, air and water for nutrition and growth. These are called essential elements. Unavailability of any of these basic elements does not allow plants to properly complete its life cycle. However, the need for a particular essential element may vary from crop to crop. The deficiency symptoms of one nutrient cannot be fulfilled by another nutrient. The classification of nutrient elements, their functions and the respective deficiency symptoms is described below. Classification of essential nutrient elements. There are 17 essential nutrient elements for plants. On the basis of amount needed, these may be divided into two classes, macro and micronutrients. Macronutrients. There are 9 macronutrients. These are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. These nutrients are used in large quantities for natural growth of the plants. Number B, micronutrients. 8 essential elements are needed in trace amounts. These are called micronutrients. My dear students, here most of the informations are important for your MCQ. So, you have to learn, you have to memorize all the information whether teacher underline or not. Okay. Now, 8 essential elements are needed in trace amounts. These are called micronutrients. These are iron, manganese, molybdenum, copper, zinc, boron, chlorine and cobalt. Though they are applied in small quantities, these are essential for the completion of their life cycle. Sources of essential elements. There are 2 major sources to obtain these 17 essential elements for plants. These are natural sources, soil, water and air. Soil. Except carbon, oxygen and hydrogen, all the rest 14 essentials are supplied by soil or soil organic matter. Air. Carbon and oxygen are available from the air. Water. Hydrogen and oxygen are available from the water. Plants get its nutrients by drawing water through roots from soil. Number B, artificial sources. Chemical fertilizers and organic manure. All the nutrients of the plants are available in the organic manure. Decomposed cow dung, compost, wastage, straw and weeds are used for making organic manure. Chemical fertilizer. Nitrogen can be obtained from urea. Triple super phosphates TSP. Triple super phosphates TSP provide phosphorus and the muriate of potash, that is MOP, provides potassium. You must be careful with this word. Gypsum provides calcium and sulfur. Besides, zinc sulfate contains zinc and sulfur. Lesson 2. Functions of essential elements. Different essential elements are required for certain definite functions in plant life cycle. Nitrogen. Number 1. Keeps the plants green. 2. Plays role in the development and growth of leaves, stems and branches. 3. Helps in the formation of tillers. Number 4. Helps to expand roots. Phosphorus. Number 1. Makes the root of the plants firm. Helps timely flowering and ripening crop. Increases the quality of the crop. Potassium. Helps in developing and strengthening the stem. Increases disease resistance in plants. Regulates the growth of leaves, stem and fruits of plants. Increases growth of roots. Helps develop grain in the grain crops. Calcium. Helps in the development of roots and growth of plants. Gives energy to plant cells. Increases production in the pulse crops. Strengthens the stems of fruit crops. Increases calcium deposit in the crops. Now, magnesium. Helps in the photosynthesis. Increases absorption of phosphorus in plants. Helps in the production of carbohydrates and fat in plants. Helps in retaining green color in plants. Sulfur. Increases production of oil crops. Helps in the development of nodules in the leguminous crops. Helps to develop roots and production of seeds. Helps in the growth of vegetative body in plants. Zinc. Helps in the production of flowers and fruits. Helps in the development of chlorophyll. Increases production of fruit and cereal crops. Takes part in the seed development. Increases production of onion and peas. Iron. Takes part in the production of chlorophyll in plants. Helps in seed production. Increases quality of crops. Increases production in crops like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, cornhole and radish. Helps in the growth of roots. Now, lesson 3. Deficiency symptoms of plant nutrients. Plants suffering from nutrient deficiency express discernible symptoms. Such symptoms for the major elements are described below. Element and deficiency syndrome. Nitrogen. For lack of nitrogen, leaves become light green to yellow, reduces crop production, seeds remain undeveloped, less tillers are produced, reduces the expansion of root, leaves fall early, seeds become smaller. Phosphorus. Normal development of canopy and the root zone is hampered. Cell division is hampered, plant growth is retarded, small number of leaves develop, protein content is less flower production, causes fruit falls and size reduction of fruits. Potassium. Reduces disease resistance, reduces resistance against insects and mites, the rate of photosynthesis decreases, plant growth is hampered, leaves become copper colored, reduces drought tolerance. Sulfur. Plants become dwarf, leaves become small and discolored, crop maturity is delayed, stem dries up and becomes thin, production of oil crop decreases, new leaves of rice plants become yellow, growth of the plant and tillers decreases. Zinc. Bases of young paddy leaves turn whitish, flowering and fruiting delayed, Discoloration appears between leaf veins of maize, cotton and oranges. Leaf development is hampered. Leaf curl occurs in lemon. Uneven growth of rice seedlings. Tips of roots and stems dry up. Iron. Green young leaves become dull. Discoloration first appears in leaf veins and then spread over the entire leaves. Plants become dwarf. Root developments in the leaves of orange, soybeans and leafy vegetables. The leaves of rice seedlings on the seedbed become yellow. Calcium. The tips of the newly developed leaves get deformed. The color of the leaves get faded and yellow. Edges and middle part of leaves become yellow and brown. Leaves remain small in size. Plants become dwarfish. Buds of flowers and fruits fall. Growth of legumes is hampered. Magnesium. Space between veins getting yellow. Leaves dry up early. Branches and petioles remain thin. Newly developed leaves remain dwarf, thin and light green. Leaves of country beans become yellow. Development of chlorophyll is hampered. The branch and the petioles of leaves become narrow. So my dear students, this is all for today. Stay well, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.